Well, while we're waiting for parts for this air compressor to show up, may as well start another project, because this is Sidetrack Metalworks Project Farm. Plenty of stuff to do around here. Ho ho ho, what's this? I guess yeah, that's a clean transmission. Somewhat clean. My little 86 Ford Ranger. Bought this thing for 650 bucks on, I think it's probably Craigslist or something. It's a single cab, short bed, 2-wheel drive, 2.0 liter 4-cylinder with, obviously with that manual transmission. Not the dog. The dog didn't come with the truck. So I've had lots of plans for this thing, all kinds of different ideas, you know, V8s, 4 cylinders. The engine in it runs like a sewing machine, and I'm really hesitant on pulling it out for something else. It runs so nice that I don't want to pull it out, but you know, when you have to drop down into 3rd gear just to make it up the smallest hill or a speed bump, I think it's time to change. Time to change power plants. Typical rust. I've got patch panels for here. It's my favorite color, blue. They do not, as far as I know, they don't sell this patch panel, so I'm probably going to have to just make one of those. Same treatment over here. Somebody hooked a strap or a chain to it and tried to yank on it. Looks like ripped that bed stake or bed hole out. Ho ho. She's a little rusty. I did put a driver's side floor in it, somewhat. Need to finish that job. Baby blue it used to be. They resprayed it with this darker blue. I kind of like the darker blue, but it runs really good. And I've got a 2-liter EcoBoost, and I was planning on using that in here. That's a lot of work. Do motor mounts and figure out transmission and fuel system. I guess that's a really important thing. And some folks say that, you know, with the fuel pump on those EcoBoost motors, they don't fit the firewall so great, and the heater box. I really don't want to cut up that stuff, but you know, I don't know. It's another one of those things where I need to figure some stuff out and just make the call and go with what I want to do. Radiator's got to get changed. This engine runs really good. I did slap a new carburetor on it. You can kind of barely see it there. And she's got some rust in the firewall over there. Eek. You'll notice the slave cylinder's out because I pulled the transmission. I got a new clutch, well, flywheel's on the way. This one here looks like it might have some cracks in it, so that's got to go away. There's some more firewall rust. But yeah, kind of want to lower it. I mean, it's 2-wheel drive, so why not be low, right? She's on jack stands, and I might do just a flip in the back, put the axle on top of the springs. I'm not so sure these tires would fit anymore. Don't know what to do about the front. Be it, you know, I've seen some guys, they just chop the coil springs out to bring it down. But I want to do it right, and I want it to be able to drive nice. even with the underpowered 2.0. Look at that, I got water in my headlight. Nice. Anyways, that's just another one of my projects. 86 Ford Ranger with the sweet patina. I wonder if that pudding guy would have anything for this. Yeah. There she be. Hopefully I can get something done to this. Then what else do I got going on? I did pick up a new pressure washer. This thing's a beast. 13 horsepower. I was washing this transmission, and the pressure washer was trying to roll the damn thing over. It was so powerful. Gonna have to figure out another pan. Probably tear my glued on shifter off of there. Get it, you know, build another piece of metal here for the transmission hole. I did get a new throwout. New throwout is in there. I think that's what the original problem was, because you push the clutch and nothing would happen. So maybe the slave. I bet the slave probably shit the bed, but it's better just to throw brand new parts at it, get everything replaced. I don't know, I can't remember how many miles are on this thing. Let's go look. $40. It's probably, I think it's rolled over, so 140,000 miles. No tunes. Dash is in pretty damn good shape. I think there's like a crack right over there. The windshield needs replaced. The windshield gasket was leaking water down into here, and it ate the floor. So eventually I'll get a new windshield and a new gasket put in. I still have the trim for around the window. I still have this trim, so I'll get a new window put in it eventually. I want to lift the bed off, disconnect everything and lift the bed off. I'll probably use a come along and some straps to just hoist it directly up, and then I can just work underneath it, get some axle stuff done. I've got a contact that has a whole pile of 8.8 rear ends. I may go that route, get a little bit stronger axle in here, and then if I do decide to put the 2-liter in it, the turbo, all for the better. The 2-liter came out of a 2016 Escape. Low miles, supposedly low miles. It was a runner, and you know, one of those Craigslist deals. I did look at the intake valves. The intake valves look like they've got a bunch of stuff growing on them, so I'm not so sure that it would run very good the way it is. I'll have to clean everything up and address the EGR system. But that's the Ford Ranger.